Hello, everybody. This week I got to keep a hawk's eye on my dropped frames because we are back in the living room without a wired internet connection on my computer because trying to bring my PS3 into the office to play things on would just be way too much of a pain in the ass because I'd have to bring a TV in there too and plug all of that in. It's possible, but I don't want to do it. Okay, maybe I have to be a little bit more careful with my volume or just lean back because my things are kind of scrunched here. I'm sitting closer to the microphone than I normally would be. So far, we're at 0 dropped frames. That's a good sign. So hey, welcome back to my PS3. As you can see by the title and the announcement, I'm going to be playing the original Prince of Persia, but you can see here I also own the remake of Jordan Mechner's first game, Karateka. There was some part of me that was thinking like, ooh, maybe if we finish Prince of Persia early, I should play through Karateka as well, but I think if this ends early, we'll just stop early. So yes, just in case you were wondering, hey, there's a million different versions of the original Prince of Persia. Which one is he going to play? I am playing the remake of the game, Prince of Persia Classic, that was released on the 360 and PS3. It was released on iOS. I don't know if it's still there. I don't think so. I think the only Prince of Persia game you can get on iOS now is just Escape, which is... I have it. It's nothing really special. Oh, it's bright. Lower that a little bit. So why did I pick this version? Two reasons. First of all, despite the fact that the original Prince of Persia has been released so many times, I actually only own two different versions of it. Hang on, it's a little loud on my end too. Somewhere around there. Okay. I only own two versions of this game. I own this one, and I own the version that's in an unlockable in Forgotten Sands on the Wii. I think it's a PC. They advertised it was supposed to be the highly regarded Super Nintendo version. It isn't. So I think it's the PC version, like DOS. I'm not sure. I used to have the Mac version that was an unlockable on Sands of Time on GameCube, but I don't own the GameCube version of the game anymore. So we got that. Okay, replay level. Just go way back to the beginning. That's the very first hint we got. The butterfly may help you find the way out, like immediately, huh? And the other reason we're playing, this version is just because I like it more. It's a, as you can see, the graphics are nothing special. It really does just reuse a lot of assets from Sands of Time. It's a bit lazy, but they made various things to help improve the control. First of all, it seems to be running at like a perfect 60 FPS. And second, the controls, while they're still definitely like limited and stilted in like the distance you move when you walk and the steps you take, it's definitely more free than the original version, so I just have a much easier time playing it. They add a couple new moves that you can use to... Not like I can... I think I can roll. Yes. Oh god, I almost killed myself doing it. They don't break the game, I don't find. They're just there to let you get through certain areas a little bit easier. And on it, from what I found out, I happened to be doing research on the game to get the picture I used for the thumbnail, and I found out several people actually say like, no, this version of the game sucks because it's not authentic to the original. It's like, yeah, no, it's not. I admit that, but I think it's better. The original is there in a million different forms if you want to. If you want to play the original version of the game. Oh god. Ugh. See, like, I feel like that grab at the last second onto the ledge isn't something you could do in the original versions of the game. Now, sword combat, on the other hand, is not much better. Oh, what the... Oh, axis parry. That's right. I was hitting circle and I kept putting away my sword. Yes. Okay, taking me a quick second to remember what all the controls are. And actually, it's kind of a good thing I died, because there's one other thing on that death screen that is another thing I like about this version of the game. You saw, like, hey, you can restart from a checkpoint in the middle of the level, which is not something you could do in the original version of the game. That's great and all, but I actually don't recommend using it, because if you use it, then the timer continues to count down, just like it would if you continued in the original version of the game. But if you restart from the beginning of the level, the timer resets to where it was at the beginning, thereby making the timer practically a non-issue. That's good, because frankly, that 1 hour time limit just bothers me. Like, I don't enjoy it. Oh. I think the game is just more fun when you're not worrying about it and your challenge is all in the platforming and the combat. Now, technically, that is something you could do in at least some of the original versions. Like, you know, you put in a password, you load a save game on PC, probably put in a password on some of the console versions. But other ones may not have even had, like, passwords, and you have to play the game in one sitting, like maybe on the NES. And that's what combat in this game looks like. It's always one-on-one. And it's all about baiting your opponents out for them to attack first and then you parry. It does get a bit more difficult later on, although this version also has a another thing, like I guess to maybe bring back some Sands of Time stuff, is that when you parry an attack, time stops for a second. But I feel like it doesn't do it all the time, and honestly, it just kind of messes with the flow. It does give you a little bit more time to react, so that's all fine, but it does kind of mess with the flow of combat a bit. Because I don't know if this is how you're supposed to play combat, like always just waiting. But it's how I do it. There we go. And as we already got a nice little glimpse of there, it gets a lot more difficult later on when they start blocking back. And it ends up coming into this big chain. Now, to be fair, I actually kind of like it. It's this fun little sense of adventure, like the swashbuckling action when it's just going back and forth. And I think that was part of Jordan Mechner's original intent. He said, like, the sword fighting in this game was, I don't know how much inspired by, but it was rotoscoped from an old Basil Rathbone movie. So I feel like that old school adventure feel is what it's going for. If you see a red switch, jump over it, because it most likely cuts, like, I kind of have to focus when I get into these. It most likely closes the door you hit another button to open. Okay, I didn't need that, but alright. Over, See, I don't remember if that blue potion's good or not. No, I don't think so. Red potions refill your health, and big red potions increase your maximum health. Oh. And that can happen. There is, I forget exactly how you do it, but there's a move where if you're fighting close to a ledge, you can, like, turn around to get him over there. Don't expect to, like, ever be able... Ow. Don't expect to ever be able to push someone off the edge. Like, that really doesn't happen. They're good about getting back on it in time. You see, I feel like because of my dodging, it ate my input there. Okay, yeah, I'm still not sure how to switch sides with the guy. I think it's like you press up against him and parry, like really close. This is definitely not going to be like a full 100% run. I hope you know that you're supposed to walk between spikes. Like, you can jump over them, but if you don't have the room to make a running jump, you are supposed to gently walk between them. I hope you either read the manual or figured that out for the original game, because the method of avoiding spikes is exactly the same way in Sands of Time, and nothing in that game tells you that. Oh, okay, there we go. Managed to get a little bonus hit in there. There we go. Yeah, you clash when you're, like, super close. That's how you do that little spin. Okay, there's another health potion. Oh, man. There's a couple health potions in here. I need that. Oh, yeah. No, I don't want to mess with that. Because I don't think I can jump up to there while also avoiding those spikes. Oh, yep. So now I have to run back and hit the switch. And just barely make it over there. Okay. Alright. Let's see if I can sort of just keep pushing them back. That also happens a lot. Where you accidentally go back on the way you were going. Don't need that. I think some of the potions are that. I feel like that blue potion is probably poisoned. Ow, oop. There we go. That time he went down pretty easy. Anything through here? You see, and also the fact that they use Sands of Time graphics just make those fountains in the background that are there for decoration confusing. Ooh, nice. I snuck up behind him and instantly killed him. Okay, there's the door out, but I need to hit a switch to actually open it. There it is. I promise it'll get more complex later on. And don't fall and die there. It's just real embarrassing. It's been a couple years. Oh, God. I only saw that guillotine there a little too late. Thankfully, it missed me. Nothing there. I don't know why the tops and bottom of the image are cropped just a little bit, but it does kind of... Well, there's the exit. That's great. But it sometimes makes seeing what's going on at the top a little bit more difficult than it should be. Especially because several times you do want to... Okay. See, I can drop here, but I can't go any further down, so no point. There's another minor control thing. I feel like the distance you can grab onto a ledge is increased. Oh, that was a poor move. Oh, my health refilled. Between levels, I didn't think it'd do that. Probably don't. I think that might actually only happen because I'm playing on a replay file. Very much the appeal and whether or not you're going to enjoy the original Prince of Persia comes down to how okay you are with this very deliberate platforming. Is that a jump I can make? Well, who cares? Let's try it. Oh, it's closed. So yeah, despite the fact that this is widescreen, I do kind of wish that you could see that. But now I know to save time just by going this way. It's less so a problem in the in this version of the game than it is in other ones. But you do very much have to be aware that you're going to be kind of moving slow, really taking in the environment. It's just the sort of game it is. Oh, God. You know what? Actually, that looks more like just standing jumps. Oh, I'm going to assume there's nothing over there on the right because I can't see it. That might have opened up the doorway over there. We can hope. Oh, you can hear it closing slowly. There we go. Okay, I was fast enough to get through. So that almost looks like a new sword, but nah, none of that. Oh, man. Guillotines are indeed instant kill. Obstacles like that are useful, or where the roll can be useful. Okay, this will probably open up the door, but I don't have a way back down, so I gotta loop. I don't want to just... Oh, skeleton warrior. Oh, ow. Oh. Why do I keep thinking it's so... Oh, you know what? It's because in Karateka, circle is block. Like, can I kill this guy? Oh, whatever. God damn. I got just a tiny bit too close to him again, and it automatically put me in combat mode. Which I don't think is something the original game did. I think you had to manually hit a button to get into combat mode. The Karateka remake also changed that, so... Clearly, even though Jordan Mechner did not work on this remake, it was an idea he was fine with. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, Jordan Mechner had absolutely nothing to do with this remake. It was all Ubisoft just trying to make a quick buck. But, you know, they happen to make a good version of a classic game, so I'm not really upset. No. Okay, I think I can just drop here, yeah. See, it'd be great if there was like a secret way to break one of those floor panels. Actually, Nah, darn it. Usually if you would jump, it would make a, it would shake the floor up enough that something that's loose would break. Now I gotta deal with this thing again. Yeah, I definitely don't want to try running away from him while he's still alive. That's just leaving myself open. There we go. There we go. And that's how it's done. What happens to the frame rate in these cutscenes? Like, it looks like it really cuts down for some reason. What's up here? Nothing? Alright. Okay. Oh, that's a big potion. Oh. It's kind of hard to tell. It doesn't look that big, but that is a big potion. I'm probably only going to pick up like 1 or 2 more throughout this playthrough. Seeing that up there, that looks like something I could jump up to, but I can't. See, I don't want to fight this guy because it puts me in a difficult position where I can't really get close without taking a hit, which will probably knock me back into the spikes. Yeah, but I probably have to go down that way. All right, let's go. Oh, God. Yeah, and that's exactly what I worried about. I'm probably not supposed to come from that direction. Like, maybe I'm supposed to drop down from there. I'll try that next time. Yeah, this time I know there's a guillotine. Ow, okay, that's fine. Just going just a little too fast there. Oh. Okay, hold on, careful. Yeah. Okay, we'll try dropping down from here instead. There we go. Oh, dang, I was hoping I could sneak up on him. No, that's really bad. There we go. Now, don't press forward. Ow. That's sort of the thing about the combat of this game. Even if you do really have to get a rhythm down, I'm not sure how much of a way there is to get around it. About like hitting him when he's not expecting it or something, but I always wait for it, and my rhythm's not always the greatest. The fact that there's the time is slowing down every once in a while certainly doesn't help. Okay, I see a guillotine there. So that's a little worrying. There we go. Oh. Ow. Oh. Ow. Just let me get around him, please. There we go. See if I can kind of push him back a bit. Because you definitely can kill people with environmental hazards. The problem is the act of pushing them back is a bit difficult. It's definitely weighted to favor them instead of you. Oh, man. Oh, God, he's got 5 hearts. I don't want to deal with him. If I'm lucky, he's not that good at parrying, as he so far seems to not be. Oh, a little far away. There we go. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. I think the roll also helps you get through those doors. Okay. Yep. Oh, man. There's the exit. I just wish I wasn't so close to death. Because I know if I die, I'm going to have to do it all over again. You gotta love that even though they're using the graphics of the sand monsters from Sands of Time, it's like, I'm hitting them. It's like, no, they're just people. They're dying. I'm just killing them and their bodies stay. There we go. Oh, man. Oh, well, I'll have to just open the door again. Oh, well, that's fine. What's down here? Oh. Hey, good. I also need you. Have I been here before? Oh, this is back here. Is there a way back up? Yeah, probably this way. You can guarantee that falling down there is death. There, that gets the door. Yeah, great. When the level's almost done, I've got good health. That's when the level's actually over. Oh, I don't remember this mirror being here. Isn't that just odd? Also, it's a good thing I picked up those health potions, because guess what? That's force damage. So there we got our first little glimpse of the Shadow Prince. He's sort of one of the bigger gimmicks of a couple levels in the game. And I find it really funny that the idea of the Shadow Prince in a very loose form managed to come back in Two Thrones. I think there is supposed to be a certain timing element to these fights. I just kind of always go for it. Like, just block and always try and return a counter. It works well enough for me, I'd say. As opposed to Prince of Persia 3D, where the best method of combat in that game is block and pick the fastest weapons so you can hit them before they even have a chance to realize, before they have a chance to do anything. Yeah. Oh, God. No, that's mine. I don't think you can get that potion. I think it is just there for the Shadow Prince to be a dick. Didn't this switch open that door over there? It does not, huh? Oh, it opens that door down there. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's an avoiding that. Yeah. That's another little control thing they added to this version of the game, and honestly, even though I rarely use that wall jump, I really appreciate having it. What am I supposed to do here? Nothing opens this door. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's still areas down here to explore, I suppose. Was this door open? It was, but that one... Oh, Now that opened, okay. So now I gotta get back up there. Okay, can't do it like that. Gotta go up here. I heard something close, but was that another door? I suppose so. Actually, you know what? It might have just been that. You know what? I think I'm supposed to be going towards there. Except nothing up there opens that door. Nothing opens this. Where am I going? I don't have a guide open. I'm just kind of figuring all of this out by myself. What's down here? Oh, nothing. So now that's the sort of thing I'm talking about. You really do have to be willing to be patient instead of just being like, oh, there's a thing there. I'll just drop down there. Like, it can very often be death. I wonder. If I were to, say, do this, is it close enough that I wouldn't take damage? There we go. Hey, man, what's up? There is admittedly a certain appeal to this, like, real one-on-one fighting. Not that I mind the combat in some other Prince of Persia games. Like, I'm totally fine with the way it is in Sands of Time. But I do kind of like the way this one-on-one feels, which is why, in concept at least, I'm happy that the 2008 game brought it back. The problem is just that it didn't work amazingly well in that game. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either, like a lot of Prince of Persia combats. What's down here? Oh, another health potion. All right, then. Guarded by a guillotine, I see. That's fine. Although actually getting back through could be difficult. There we go. That worked. So, all right, I feel like I was talking about this a while ago. If you want to play the original Prince of Persia, you got a million options. Though for some odd reason, like a lot of modern consoles, there isn't really an easy way to buy it in most modern game marketplaces. You know, all of the old console versions of Sands of Time had it, but the PC and PS3 versions did not. This exists, but it was only 360 and PS3. I'm not sure if the 360 version was made backwards compatible on Xbox One. It's not available. No PC version of the game is available on GOG or Steam. The NES version was available on the Wii Virtual Console, but I'm not sure if it was on the Wii U. I know it was on 3DS. Yeah, I'm not feeling a running jump on that one. Oh god, he's a big guy. Thankfully, you can still parry his attacks just like anything else. And also, he doesn't seem to push me back as much somehow. If this guy was in Sands of Time, they definitely at least recolored him. I'm willing to bet they probably did a little bit of retexturing on the enemies. If only so that they didn't have sand textures on them. And they could pass as like, hey. These are... Hey! That's the entire level, by the way. Man, much like Sands of Time. Okay, it's fine. even though I just fell a huge height that would kill me in any other part of this game. Again, much like Sands of Time where he falls into the dungeon. You know what? Actually, that could have been an homage to this game. I now realize. Oh god, I don't really want to... I'm far from the guillotine, so I'm not super worried, but I would still rather be on the side without the guillotine. Yeah, so here, it's like I can't go anywhere. You jump here and you can shake that loose, though getting out of the way is really difficult. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, phew. Hey, man, what's up? Ow. Generally, the reason why I take damage in these combat sections is like the same sort of problem you have with Tannis with Ganon. It's just that the fact that you think like, oh, this time it's gonna stop, but then he doesn't attack before you really realize it. By the way, if you think the combat scene, the back and forth in the combat here is going on long now, it does get much worse towards the end of the game. Okay, I didn't even see that. Okay, man, let's go. Hey, listen, if you want to keep backing up into that guillotine, I would be more than happy. I want to see at least one enemy die by environmental hazard in this playthrough. Whether it's a guillotine, spikes, just pushing them off a ledge. Ow. Okay, that one was just my own fault. I think the time slowing down is supposed to indicate, like, hey, this is an opportunity to hit him. But even then, that's not really it. Okay, so let's see here. If I were to say, do this and then get out of the way. There we go. But just in case you don't have an old console and you feel like you just want to be sold the original Prince of Persia again, I've got good news. It will be included in the Sands of Time remake coming out in March. I'm just sad because if it didn't get delayed, it would have been out by now. And I would be so happy because it's a remake of Sands of Time, one of my favorite games ever. Oh, ow. But the Amazon page says it's going to include the original Prince of Persia again. You know, I mean, whatever. I'm probably not going to play it because I got this version, but it's still nice to have. Since people who only own a PS4 have absolutely no way to play the original game. Hey, that's how you get through there. That was... Okay, hold on. I think I can make that. Well, I don't have anywhere else to go. I can't make that. Okay. Poor decision in making on my part. And by the way, that like extra second of him hanging on the ledge before he climbs up, that is not through fault of my own. It legitimately does take him a second before he will climb up. I'm just kind of hitting directions in hopes that I can get it up faster. Now, we don't know which version of this game is going to be included in the remaster, in Sands of Time Remake. I can almost guarantee it's not going to be this one. It will most likely be one of the original ones. I just wonder, is it going to be the Macintosh version, like the original Sands of Time? Is it just going to be the DOS version because they find that easier? Like they could port DOSBox over, maybe. Maybe they'll actually give us the Super Nintendo version this time, like they promised for Forgotten Sands. Who knows? It could be anything. This game has been released on like 20 separate consoles. Honestly, what I'm wondering is, the Amazon page says it'll include the original Prince of Persia, but I have to wonder if maybe are they going to take a page from the double attack. I wonder if they're going to take a page from the original Xbox version of original Sands of Time, where they also included Prince of Persia 2 as an unlockable. And that's a big deal because, well, Prince of Persia 1's available on anything, 2, not so much. Okay, you can get the original PC version, which is what I'm going to have to do, because I kind of need some way to play the game. Yeah, I'm probably just supposed to drop here. I don't know why I thought, like, yeah, jumping, that makes sense. Yeah, like that, I don't think I can make with the jump. But I'm also not going to try that. Okay, I could drop down another level here. I see, like, what distance... You know, I think if I get a running jump, I can just skip this whole thing. There we go. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, see, this is how you're supposed to get down here. In a way that isn't going to get you immediately skewered. Yeah, I see ya. Okay. Oh, it's because I was walking too fast. He heard me. Interesting. I didn't know that was something that could happen. Ow. Okay, I do kind of want to be on the other side, because if you fall down, obviously a height like that isn't going to kill me, but it puts me out of combat mode, and he's just going to stay by the edge, so getting back up without taking damage is really difficult, if not impossible. Oh god, 2 of them. Okay, that was easy. Okay, well, I'm going to have to take that. And hope it won't kill me. Yeah, I think it's like, now I won't... Yeah, I gently float down. I assume something in the manual would have told me about that. But I'm playing a digital game without a manual, so I just kind of have to take it on good faith. Like, there's green potion I've never seen before, that it'll be okay. Especially after, if I was playing this game for the first time, I would have drank that blue potion in an earlier level and taken damage. It's still at 0 dropped frames, guys. Oh, this is nice. I get to stream back in here again. So anyway, I'm really hoping Sands of Time Remake includes Prince of Persia 2 as an unlockable. Because there is the original, all the original PC versions of the game. Which is nice and all. Because I should still be able to play like a Windows 95 version on modern computers. If I do like some extra stuff, like play with DOSBox. And it's probably going to have to be how I do it. Oh, man. Ooh. But other than that, like, aside from trying to get old computer versions of the game to work, your only options have been either own an original Xbox to play as an unlockable in Sands of Time, which you got to play through half the game to unlock it in the first place, or get the Super Nintendo version, which is the only dedicated console port, and it's a bad, unlike the Super Nintendo version of the first game, it's a bad port. So options are really limited, and, you know, I'm probably going to have to buy the Windows 95 version. But if I could just get it on the PS4, hey, that'd be great. I'm hoping that that's the case, and the only reason it's not mentioned on the Amazon page is, aside from the fact that the Amazon description is written like ass, like it's barely capitalized. Maybe Prince of Persia 2 just isn't as big of a selling point, so they don't feel the need to advertise it. A man can dream. Also, since I know it's going to be unlockable, you bet your ass as soon as I get the game, I'm going to try and unlock it in the exact same way you would in the original version. I hope I can still remember exactly where that is, because it's been a while. It's been a while since I played a version of the game that had it. Ooh, close jump there. Oh, I can make that, right? That's a pretty far jump. No, I cannot. Why is the voice... I guess it's because it's a digital game, but the voice clip is so compressed. See, I'm not sure what button you're supposed to press when you get into that sword clash, but thankfully losing it doesn't cause you to take damage, so... This probably isn't a better place to be standing, actually. Okay, yeah, I would rather be on this side. And hope that maybe I can push you off. Duh. I accidentally canceled out my attack trying to block again. And you can also bet that as soon as I get the Sands of Time remake, very first thing I'm going to do is enter the cheat code on the title screen to get the original level from this game in 3D. I'm probably going to have to look up the cheat code again, because I don't remember it. It's like holding down an analog stick and hitting a certain sequence of buttons. It's a little bit weird. God, you still move so fast even when you're in combat mode. Until you get really close to the guy, then you just start inching forward. You see, I'm hitting every button there. And I'm not winning it. I wonder if maybe it's just a cinematic thing. Who knows? Thankfully, I don't need that potion, because I'm absolutely not going to try and jump for it. Okay, so let's see. So now I'm curious. How exactly am I supposed to get out? Is this enough distance to, like, make a running start? I doubt it. I can't jump. Unless there's something up here. There's not. And I fell to my death again. Okay, what's over to the right? A conspicuous blue potion. Yeah, you can't fool me this time. I know. I should probably get on the other side of him. I'm a little close to the edge here. And why is this happening all of a sudden? Like, I keep getting into these sword clashes. Should be far enough away from the spikes that it won't be that big of a deal. Unless I really get pushed back, which I might. There we go. I think if you leave him alone long enough, he will just fall over and die. But then you don't get the satisfaction of actually killing him. And really, who doesn't want that? I would recommend if you come up with the guillotine trap to not just hold right against it so that you can start running as soon as it stops. Because in the time it takes for him to get out of the pressing against the wall animation and build up to a run, you're probably going to die by the next time it comes down. Can you guess how much trouble I had trying to get through there the first time? Admittedly, at some point I would like to get better at the original version of the game, like get more used to its idiosyncrasies. But at the same time, you know, I'm not super concerned about it. I can play the game in spirit through this. That's fine. See, this guy's here, but I can't go down, and I can't really go up, so I wonder if maybe there's something I can do if I go back. Like maybe, like if I stand, I can do that, alright. In which case, maybe one of these I can make drop. No. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. Oof. Just the way he splattered against that wall was pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. See, I barely make that, and then... Oh, okay, I can just make that. Alright, it's just kind of close. I'm almost convinced that this model here is just a slimmed down version of King Charlemagne from Sands of Time. Just because of like the head wrappings, the turban. Ow, oof. Alright. Fight to the death, let's go. What if I just immediately died after saying that? There we go. Unfortunately, I know I got a couple more guys. Yeah, this screen's useful. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Okay. I've got a slightly better idea of what I'm doing. But yeah, imagine playing the original version of this game where every time I'm continuing, I'm losing my time. And I still only had an hour. Like, your only option would be just play this game over and over so many times until you completely memorized it. You know, I understand that's kind of just how they made games back in the day, but, yo, it's not fun. Oh, God, this guy is ripping me apart. See, I feel like mashing square makes it last the longest, so, like, that's maybe what I'm supposed to do. But if that's the case, you gotta mash the fuck out of it in order to actually win. I need a chance of survival here. I feel like I say this with a lot of the games I play on this on live streams now, but I should look up a speedrun of this game. I want to see people who have just completely mastered like every step you're supposed to take, who completely understand the combat, and it differs in each version, like what's supposed to work, the little idiosyncrasies of it. Like I believe I remember reading there's like a kind of a bug or an oversight in the Super Nintendo version, which, like I said, a lot of people consider to be the best version of the game, where if you time your attacks just right, you can bypass every single enemy's guard except for the final boss. You know, if you could get that timing right, that would help make that game pretty easy. Though I suppose the game makes up for it by having like twice the number of levels, or at least a couple extra levels compared to every other version of the game. They give you an extra hour on the time limit for it. But you know, if it's not twice as many levels, it could mean you just have more time to work. He splats against that wall so satisfyingly. Like, I don't know. God damn. You know what? I was right next to the checkpoint. I'm not going to lose any time. Let's go. Oh, yeah, God. I'm like holding up to just grab it the instant I can. Oh, my health got refilled, I think. Or did I have 4 hearts before? I don't remember. Oh, there we go. See if you can somehow accidentally pull that off. That's great. If I'm going to be honest, I think the thing about the combat that sort of messes me up the most is the fact that when you block, it's not always blocking with your sword. It is like sometimes stepping back. And that causes the time slow, which messes up your timing. That's really my bigger problem. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to do all that again. At the very least, they're dead. Yeah, you gotta bolt for it, yo. I'm always worried about that jump. Ugh, I thought the timing would let me do that. Okay. That was a pretty awkward first couple swings there. It's like we just missed each other a lot. Oh, this maybe isn't the best place to be right now. Oh. I wonder how many enemies in this game you could actually run past if you were good with your, like, quick with your button presses to get out of combat, to get back to full speed and just get out of there. Because again, Prince of Persia 3D actively encourages that sort of tactic. Like, I own the official strategy guide for that game, and it outright says, yeah, if you don't have to fight a guy, run past him. And I 100% recommend it, because the combat in that game is not good. In fact, most of that game is not good. The only thing that saves it is the quick save, quick load feature that you can map to your buttons. So, like, I would click in the left stick to save. I would click in the right stick to save the game, click in the left stick to load it. It was instantaneous on both fronts. And I could save at any point to just be like, okay, I'm not feeling too sure about this jump. Let's save right now. I could save before every enemy so I could run past him without taking damage. Like, on a lot of technical levels, the Dreamcast version of Prince of Persia 3D is better. Like, I think it might have a better camera. It might have better graphics. I definitely have heard it has better controls. But not only is it more expensive, but it lacks quick saving and quick loading. So it's definitely play the PC version of the game, trust me. It's the only way to make that game bearable. And you know what? It's not a good game, but I finished playing it and I didn't hate myself, which makes it better than both Battles of Prince of Persia and Warrior Within. Wow, ooh, game's taking pity on me. Never mind. He's parrying a lot less. He just managed to hit me once. I'm pretty sure this game does not have any sort of adaptive difficulty. I'm just getting lucky. There we go. Now that's looking good. Until that happened, of course. That platform is going to respawn, right, so I can actually make that jump. By the way, I'm sure I said this in the Sands of Time live stream I did a while back. But if you haven't seen it, I'd also recommend watching the Prince of Persia movie. You know, it's no masterpiece. Damn it. It's no masterpiece of a movie. It's just a fun summer blockbuster, but it's decent. It's a decent movie. And, you know, compared to most video game movies, I think that's pretty good. Look, all I'm saying is people say, like, yeah, the Sonic movie was actually pretty good. I've seen them both. I'll watch Prince of Persia any day. Sonic movie, I will outright say, was not a good movie. It's the best movie I saw in theaters this year, though. I can tell you that much. Listen, I understand I don't go to the theaters very often, but I tend to go more than once per year. Ah. Oh, yes. See, and if you're doing the back step, you also can't spin around the guy, which is actively a problem. And speaking of movies, by the way, God, the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer is actually coming out. The movie was supposed to be out months ago, and we're finally actually getting a trailer for it tomorrow. There was a tiny snippet of it in a WB, like, this year on HBO Max. And I got a little bit of it in a YouTube ad saying trailer on Sunday. Man, I can't believe I'm finally going to see proof that movie exists. And it's coming out in March, and my family has HBO Max, so I can stay at home and watch it day one, and you bet your goddamn ass I'm gonna. You bet your ass that in the weeks leading up to it, I'm gonna marathon the entire MonsterVerse, which means 3 movies. I own them all on Blu-ray. I got Kong Skull Island for Christmas. Is there even a purpose to fighting back in that? Like, maybe I should just let it go. So far, this is the hardest level in the game. And now I can't hit him. There it is. Now I can't hit him. Darn it, I was hoping I could trigger it again. Seriously, why are the tops and bottoms of the screen cut off? Like, it's almost like a theater presentation, except it's not even cut off enough of that. Maybe Ubisoft went to the development team and said, hey, if you cut off a little bit of the image, we don't have to design every inch of these levels. And that saves us time. And money. Okay, there we go. I wonder. Let me try something. Nice. Rewarded for my curiosity. It'd be nice if it was a big potion, because I still only have 4 hits, but okay. Okay. I don't want to be on this side of the fight. Okay, at least I'm sort of pushing him forward. Like, actually pretty easily. Alright, this is actually going pretty well. Oh, there we go. That looked pretty cool for a second, and then it was broken by this sword clash. Yeah, just kick the guy down. And then, of course, I have to go back through. No, that was close. Okay, another checkpoint. You know, god damn it. As useful as that is for me. There we go. Oh man, stop throwing the guillotines at me. These are the traps that make me the most nervous. Okay, there we go. I got the door open. Now I actually have to get the hell out of here. Ugh. There's no time limit on it. I just have to find my way through. Help, I'm trapped. Oh, the rat's gonna help me. Thank you, rat. I think I read somewhere that Jordan Mechner originally intended for that rat to have more of a purpose in the game, aside from just that one thing. At some point I want to pick up, earlier this year he released his journals for the development of this game. I'd like to read that. Also, apparently I have to assume, based on the tweet he made announcing it, he's saying, like, thanks to all these people who helped me get this book made. And he also specifically mentioned, like, there's an audiobook of it available. He specifically credited Yuri Lowenthal. So I have to wonder, did they actually get Yuri Lowenthal to do the audiobook? That'd be kind of cool, actually getting the voice of the prince. In a sense, he was the voice of the prince in the original game, because they reused his sound clips for this. And by the way, Jordan Mechner apparently seems to like Yuri Lowenthal. Because I played the Karateka remake over the last week. And Yuri Lowenthal is the voice of the true love in the game. Like the main character. And if that doesn't sound weird enough to you already, like, yeah, okay. His voice actor happened to be the voice of the prince. Most long-running voice of the prince in another Jordan Mechner game. No, what's weird to me is the fact that the Karateka remake does not have any dialogue. It does not have spoken cutscenes. Like, literally, the only voice acting in the game are grunts. So why in the hell did they get professional voice actors? Like, they got Yuri Lowenthal, Tara Platt, Liam O'Brien. To literally just do grunts. That's it. Like, listen, all I'm saying is back in my day, that shit was done by by just the people who worked at the game company. Even if they were actual words. Like, the development team at Capcom that worked on Street Fighter 2, they didn't bring in someone to go, Hadouken, Shoryuken, Sonic Boom. Like, those were just the people that were working on the game. But also sometimes they wouldn't do that. Like, I think Megumi Ogata is her name. Whoever voiced Shinji in the Japanese version of Evangelion. She is also the... she was the voice in Mega Man X of X going, Hadouken! So, they'll do that. I'm not sure I can make this jump. Yeah, I'm not sure why I tried. That was stupid of me as well. Still 0 dropped frames, guys. Yeah, that one I could just speed run through. Honestly, every example I can think of, like those voice clip things, is also Capcom, because Ace Attorney, for all the random voice clips in the early games at least, it was just the people working on the game. In both Japanese and English. And honestly, that makes me a little sad, because I love the English voices in the original Ace Attorney games. Like, Phoenix's original objection is just so iconic, and it was just a guy at Capcom, which means that when they got to the later games, they replaced it with Sam Riegel. And honestly, Sam Riegel's good. He's a good voice actor. Him as Phoenix is just weird. It just doesn't sound right. In terms of modern Phoenix rights, I prefer Eric Vale for the dub of the anime. Saying that, I've never seen... The only bits of the Ace Attorney anime I've seen were... just the bloopers, which are hilarious bloopers. Okay, see, this time I know I can't jump over that. Oh god, that's just a puddle of blood. Ooh. Since Sands of Time was a T-rated game because they couldn't get away with that. There wasn't any blood, not much blood in that game. Which, makes sense. Most of the enemies in the game are sand creatures. Except for the fact that Wario Within and Two Thrones, they're also sand creatures, yet they bleed. Why do they bleed? It's nice to just be able to sit here and play a game from a series I love, because I've spent the last 2 days trying to, in vain, to fix my PS2. I haven't done it. I think the laser's dying, which not only means I have to buy a new laser, it also means I have to buy a soldering kit, because like every replacement laser, you have to desolder something. And honestly, the two of those right now I can't really afford. So my copy of Suikoden 4 has to sit lonely on the shelf. Oh, damn it. I gotta get a running start. Until then, I'm playing Sakura Wars on the PS4. I started it up today. I haven't really gotten to much gameplay yet. Like, it's all social stuff, damn it. So far. I haven't even gotten to a checkpoint yet. This is just sad all around. On the plus side, I'm dying a bunch before the checkpoint instead of after it, like the last stage. Like, listen, if you're just barely out of range, could you just please, like, step forward a little bit to get into it? By the way, I'm pretty sure if I just walk up against the guy, I can't push him. I don't want to try it because I don't want to accidentally switch places with him. See, the problem is they start so far from the environmental hazards. By the time you'd be able to push them over, they're already dead. You've been kicking him over there. He didn't quite make it. Oh yeah, you're still alive. You know what? I'm a little curious. There's something, like, in the back of my mind that I'm thinking. Oh, no, this isn't really a place. There we go. That's better. I'm glad he doesn't mind me continuously switching what side we're on. By the way, you can 100% see me, like, a lot of times, like, right after a combo, like, I'm blocking with absolutely no purpose. Because I'm hitting the button preemptively in case he tried to counter. Okay, just a little something. Okay, no, I thought, like, that was a breakaway ceiling there. Yeah. Alright, let's go up. Oh, this is a place I haven't been yet. That's good. Okay, now what? Is there something down here? Huh, have I been here yet? Yes, okay, this is here. Okay, that kind of looked like a thing I could jump up and reach. No, I guess not. Alright. Like, listen, I've hit all of these buttons. What is it that, like, what is it that's keeping this door shut? There we go. Okay, it's open now. Is that intentional or was that a bug? I don't know. Oh, man. Listen, yo, I really don't want to be on this side. Thank you. Feel a bit safer here. And he has enough health, I might actually be able to push him off. Why do I look so tall compared to this guy? Come on. Yeah, alright, environmental kill. Can I make that? I'm going to say yes. Yep, alright, nice. There we go. Gotta abuse those invincibility frames. That one I couldn't quite do, though. Another, all right, another max life. Good. Huh. Do I trust this green potion? We gonna try it, yo. Okay, turned everything upside down. I wonder how long this is gonna last. And whether I can remember where I've been already. Oh. Okay, well, I'm through. Ugh. Okay, and I still have to hold... No! Okay, well, I've made a discovery. Don't drink that potion. Got it. Listen, it's the same green potion it was last time. How was I supposed to know that this one was going to completely mess me up? So now give credit to Prince of Persia 3D. They at least made them different color. All the weird potions different colors. You still didn't know what they did until you tried them, but they were at least different colors. Took so long to get to where I was in the level, I forgot all the stuff that was at the beginning. Like the guillotine trap, you can still totally see on the floor. So now, was the voice clip of, like, the enemies going, "Oh," was that in Sands of Time? I wonder if that was, like, what the sound effects the sand monsters made before they were compressed sounded like. Compressed, filtered. Or maybe the human soldiers you fight at the beginning of the game? I'm not sure. Or maybe that one is someone on the development staff. It's just like, hey, we need record a sound. All I'm saying is if I was asked to do that at my job, just, hey, record one random sound, I would take pride in that, and I would record something real good. I'd have my 15 minutes of fame, and goddamn it, I would use it. Oh. It's nice that in their aim to make this as true to the original experience as possible, they also decided not to add music. It just makes it feel more authentic. What can I say? And totally not kind of boring. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to, like, hit these and then leave in order to get it to open. Like, I think that's actually what I'm supposed to do here. So, like, go down off the screen and then come back. No? Huh. Well, you know what? That's what this is here for. That button opens it. Okay, alright. It's pretty far away. Which of course means I could totally make this faster if I went down first. Alright, let's go. Ow. Oh. No, goddammit, this is not a good time to be doing this. Switch sides with me, please. There we go, okay. Now let's get that environmental kill while he still has plenty of health. Ow. Wasn't paying enough attention there. It's okay, I think getting that health extension potion will fully refill me. Man, I hope so. If not, there's... Okay, well, that potion's there, but I don't really have a way to get to it. Okay. Oh, but I got this problem. Oh, well, that's fine. I can work with it. I don't have to go that way yet. There we go. Nice. Full health. Oh, hold on a second there. Now, is this potion any more trustworthy? You know what? No. I'm going to say no. We'll just leave it. I don't got the time to just be trying everything, yo. Okay. Not in here. Let's see if I were to go down here, though. What would I find? Okay, there's stuff here. Damn it. Oh, yeah, I realized my mistake. Just a little bit too late there. Okay, if I didn't have the ability to ignore the time limit, I would have already gone over it by half an hour. Which, on the plus side, it's nice to say that this game with a strict 1 hour time limit is a 3 hour game. At least a 2 hour game. That's gotta really confuse people who don't quite understand it. But how fast, again, that's why I want to check out a speedrun. How fast can you beat it? I want to check to see if I've dropped any frames yet, but now is not really a good time to do it. Now I can. We're still at 0, guys. Looks like whatever weird problem I was having last year, at the very least, it's not rearing its head tonight. Which means I have the confidence to stick in the living room. Always until I start having this problem again. Which, who knows, it could happen. There's admittedly some part of me that wishes those sword chains would just go on until he would eventually break, like tennis with Ganon. But I understand that might be difficult for less experienced players to keep up with. If every single fight it just kept going on and on. I'm not going to pretend I wouldn't fall prey to it too. Having that little break is handy. Okay, now this time, let's go down first. Doesn't seem to be a time switch, but I guess it runs out eventually. Given that even when I ran over it, when I started the level, this wasn't open. Maybe it's like, get too many screens away and it closes, I don't know. There we go. Now I feel good. I don't need to push him down the pit. I've gotten my satisfaction once. We good. Man, this one's going pretty well. For a guy that has a shield, he seems to be failing pretty bad at parrying. I'm pretty sure dropping down there would just result in me dying on the spikes. Yep. Oh, those invincibility frames. It's nice. Okay, there doesn't seem to be a reason to go back there. So we'll just drop down here. And keep going down. Yes, that's where I was. don't think I don't see you. I ain't falling for that at this point. I'm so far into the level. I don't want to die now. I want to be on the next level. I don't even know what level I'm on at this point. There's 15 in total. But the final level is just a boss fight. There we go. Perfect. Perfect victory. There we go. Okay, well, we're at least back out of the dungeon. Okay, I feel like going this way. Hey man, what's up? There's the exit. It's a shame it's not open yet. That would have been nice. But I can always get rid of this guy now, so if I'm, like, starved for health at the end of the stage, I'm good. He'll be dead. Alright. Oh boy. There we go. This is good. We can push him. We can do it. Oh. Was there flames dropping there? I'm only confused because this was also released on iOS in 2007. It's obviously not a game that would be too taxing for the PS3 to handle. Oh, right. It slipped right down. Is that another big potion up there? Oh, this is an awkward place to be. Alright, let's try it. Okay. Oh, that was far enough to kill me, huh? Alright then. Alright, buddy, let's go. So has anything else been going on? Oh, I mean, I guess Larry King died today. It's not exactly something I care too much about. You know, I understand he was a radio host. I get that. I know him best for the fact that he made several appearances as a voice actor. Like, he played B. Larry King in B-Movie. Which, by the way, was kind of weird. Like, obviously, when a celebrity dies, their name always ends up trending on Twitter. And Twitter also tells you, like, also trending along with it was this, is this other thing related to it. And it was like, yeah, Larry King, maybe R.I.P. was one of the related topics. And then there was B-Movie. It's like, wow, man, being reduced to that in your death. That's got to be kind of sad. Obviously, his best performance was as Wax Larry King in Gravity Falls. Oh, damn. Oh, God, that's really rough. Because that means I have to jump over both of those tiles without hitting the guillotine. Oh, man. I only just barely scraped it. Okay, I can do this. They're timed so that you can. Just like that. I feel like some of those are going to fall. Oh, okay, no, but there's a guillotine. No, I want to switch sides, please. Thank you. I can push him back in there, no problem. A little bit more. Don't give him the space to close in. There we go. It's amazing the rest of his body isn't being cut in half at this point. Okay, huh. Is there really nothing over here? Okay, so I just kind of wasted my time. Maybe there's something up there I can do? Yes, yes, there is. It looks a little bit out of place. It would be really difficult to explain. Oh, look at that beautiful... Oh, God. Okay. Oh, okay, can I make that? Yes, just barely. All right. I swear I am dropping frames here. You know, to be fair, actually, this was a PS3 game in 2000, a multi-platform PS3 game in 2007. Performance was always worse. It's not like Ubisoft had the budget to make this run correctly. Though again, like, as I said, this was a mobile game. It was also a mobile game, I should say. I don't think it was primarily one. If the mobile port wasn't just severely downscaled, I would think that the PS3 would be strong enough to just power through it. Oh, God. Ow. I thought the other one was going to fall. And there we go. See, and since this guy was dead, we all good. Yes. Listen to that. Oh, man, there's a health extension potion over there. But, man, getting to that one is just going to be a pain. That was stupid of me. Also, don't want to go down there. Should be able to make that. And the question is, am I going to be able to make that? Okay, no, but I can do that. Damn it. One of these will work. Ow. One of these will work. That was embarrassing. Okay, let's just try and jump it then. Yes, okay. That's all I had to do. Why is this whole ceiling collapsible? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Just let me switch sides with you, man. There we go. Okay. Still got 4 hits left. I think I can push him back enough. Just a little bit more. Yeah. One more should do it. But he's only got 1 hit left anyway. Never mind. He's just going to die. Oh. Drop all the way down. There we go. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be able to do it that way. Of course means that the solution must be something else. There we go. Okay, yeah, and then I should just be able to run all the way over to the other side. And drop down from there. Of course, I gotta do it all within this time limit. that backflip, yo. Damn it, ow. That hurt. And I managed to move pretty far there without trying to. In a game like this, that's a bit of a terrifying notion. So what exactly is over here then? God, is it this again? Okay, I'm not going to try that. Oh, you know what? I just had to knock some of those over. I didn't have to do the whole thing. Because now that those are knocked down, those buttons are out of place, which means now I can just do this. God damn it. But I kind of have to... Oh, man. Lining yourself up right. Oh, man, it takes a second. So I would have to just back up in order to have enough of a running start. There we go. Oh, God, it's still going. Oh, oh. I think these are going to fall. So, yep. We are just in a bad spot all around here. Bit of a narrow fighting space, spikes on both sides. I'm about to die. It's just nerve-wracking all around. Yeah, this side really is no better. Oh, is there anything over there? Oh, there we go. Oh, no. See, I'm going to want to do it like this so that I can hit it and then immediately back down and then go back up. Okay, great. Only thing up here is a potion. I need it, but I was kind of hoping there'd be a little more level up here. So do I just take a leap of faith? I guess. Let's do it. Yep, that worked. Oh, ow, hey, I was hitting a button. Okay, see, I'm not going to be able to get back up. Oh, okay. He ended up on this screen. On this level, I suppose. No reason he couldn't have. No, this is not the side I want to be on. Ooh, yeah, and they can do the same thing to you, by the way. Just really take pleasure in that kill. I've got to be getting close to the end of this game, because, ouch. It's because of the time limit. Like, even playing this pretty well, I don't really have the most time to spare. I feel like when I played this game last, when I beat it, I had like 12 minutes by the time I reached the final level. And I know at least in some versions, once you reach the final level, the time limit stops mattering. But, you know, the way I was doing it, I could have beaten it in that 1 hour time limit. You know, just by frequently restarting levels and ignoring the time limit. It is what it is, yo. What can I say? Okay, so we are going to do this. This way. Ouch. Okay, I still took some damage, but we're fine. Oh, almost just completely ran off. Let's get back into this fight. Okay, on the plus side, he seems to be a bit of an easier enemy. Oh, it's satisfying though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoy watching them die. Alright, fam, let's go. I feel like since we're close to the end of the game, we've seen the max of how long health bars are going to get, at least against regular enemies. We still got the final boss to worry about. There we go. So what is the story of this game? We've gotten this far and we've only seen a couple cutscenes. Alright, so we've got this... I don't even know if he's a prince at the start of the game. He might be. And a princess. The vizier named Jafar wants to marry the princess, so he has the prince locked in a dungeon. And he has an hour to get out and get to her before he marries her, I guess. How did I end up back in the dungeon? I was going up. Okay. Oh, there were spikes there. I didn't see them. Thankfully, we didn't go very far. You know, despite the fact that this is meant to be a dark dungeon, at the very least, the sun beaming in is nice and bright. So, you know, that's good. Is there something I can do from here? No, nothing there. I don't know, am I supposed to jump? Can I go through here? No. Alright, I guess I'll try jumping. Okay, that worked. I had no proof it was going to. I wish the camera would show those a little better. Man, this is a pretty shoddily constructed dungeon for this great palace. Man, they're not throwing any enemies at me. In fact, I'm thinking, I wonder if this is the level. I like how I say the level, but there is something specific I'm thinking of. Okay. Ouch. Is this one gonna collapse on me? Yes. You gotta love how it traces the path all the way down. Just to make sure you know just how badly you failed. Right. Do I even need to go over that way? I'm not even sure I do. See, I might just be able to climb up. No, okay. I guess it's not that bad to expect you to make that leap of faith, because it's a matter of process of elimination. Like, there's really no other place you could go. You just gotta trust it. Trust your heart. Let fate decide. That's the Disney movie that this game most closely resembles, right? Two worlds, one family. Okay, so now I know that this one is safe. Okay, I got the distance to get a running jump. There we go. Okay, yeah, so here it is. We finally have to face the Dark Prince. Ow. Oh. However, he's our mirror opposite. So we sheathe our sword, he sheaths his, and then we walk into him. And we are reunited with our shadow. What do I do now? If I, like, walk back? Huh. Because I feel like this is supposed to collapse or something. I'm obviously not going to try jumping. Let's see if I can figure out where that is. If I make a leap of faith here, will that pay off? Yes, it will. There we go. I can't go up there? Is there a reason to be here? Maybe that opened the door now and I just hurry down. Oh, that's not a good place to try it. Oh, oops. Okay, well, let's try all that again. See, the Dark Prince is the only enemy in this level. It's just, actually getting back down once you're done with him. Okay, I somehow survived that. That 100% should not have worked. I wonder if maybe I just take another leap of faith. Once I reach that area over there. I don't know. Maybe. I don't really have any better ideas. Besides, if I fail, so what? Oops. I was hoping I was close enough to the edge that he would start climbing down. There we go. Get that done. I don't know, maybe doing that just automatically opens the door out of the level. I don't know. Alright. Let's try it. I feel like I walked on the air a little bit. Maybe it's like the scene in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. You just gotta have faith and walk. How do I keep forgetting that's there? It's because the angle doesn't let me get a good look at the holes on the floor to give me a hint that it's there. I think the skeleton is probably supposed to give you the hint, but honestly, I feel like it's just there. There's a skeleton right there. That doesn't mean anything. Yeah, see, because I could hit this button right now without ever fighting the Shadow Prince, but I'm sure but I have to do it, so that's got to be important to finishing the level. And by the way, I know I keep calling him the Shadow Prince, even though the loading screen itself called him the Dark Prince. See, Dark Prince I always associate as being the name of the Two Thrones character, which, you know, was inspired by this guy, no doubt, but they're still separate entities, so I refer to this one as the Shadow Prince. Alright. I feel like I was just kind of walking on air. I was not. Alright then, I'll assume I'm just supposed to slowly climb back down. You know, wherever the ending of this level is. I should probably actually keep a lookout for that. Once again, start a drinking game of how many times I'm going to forget those spikes are there. This time I remember. It'd be really bad if I somehow managed to forget. Still haven't seen the ending. Okay, I'll assume that's to get back down. See, I feel like I'm just kind of like working my way through here. Like, okay, and then if I go here, I can go down or something. Okay. So now this ledge here, I really don't get. Like, is there something I'm supposed to be able to do there? I don't know. Like, this thing here has got to mean something. Maybe I'm just supposed to, like, drop here? Nope, that's not it. So what is the purpose of that area there? Maybe there isn't one? Like a split second before I ran into it, I remembered they were there. This game was a big deal back in the day. I'm sure anyone watching this who played this like back in the early 90s is real mad at me for somehow being so dense and not understanding this. Especially when I've not only beaten this game before, but I'm a huge Prince of Persia fan. In my defense, I'm usually referring to later games. You know, this game's fine. I enjoy it. But my heart belongs to games like Sands of Time and the 2008 game. Man, I wonder if I'm even going to have time to do the little bonus thing I was going to do after this. The bonus thing isn't going to take much time, but I might be running up to 3 hours just in this stage alone. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. I'm just about hitting the point where I'm going to have to look this up. Because I'm really pretty lost. I remember they're there. And if I managed to die just because something got messed up there, that would be really sad. See, like at this point, like I could just go up here and hit this button now. But would there even be a purpose to it? Nothing changes. Can't do anything there. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to look up a walkthrough. Is the kind of game that you could get like really good at if you were to really memorize it. But I clearly haven't done that. Okay, let's look up a walkthrough. Let's see, if I check game facts and look up Prince of Persia, what number result do you think the original game is going to be? Second, okay. First is the 2008 game. Walk through. Okay, there we go. Of course, this is the kind that doesn't have a like a find to immediately get back up, get to a page that you want to get to. But I at least know what stage we're on now. Oh, God. This guy's time is 36 minutes remaining by the time he reached the stage. Damn. Okay. Remember when... let me just read this little excerpt from the guide. Remember when I said my dad and I took 5 years to finish this game? Well, finding out to merge with the Shadow took 2 years. Okay. Gotcha. I was partially right about the leap of faith, about the bridge of faith. I was just on the wrong level. Oh boy. Okay, I'll just hang out. There we go. Don't worry, this isn't like Billy Bob. They're not going to keep falling. You're fine. Alright, there we go. Here's the final boss. This is Jafar. Ow. He's a bit more of a difficult fight than the Vizier was in Sands of Time. Of course, he's going to keep doing this coward shit, though. Alright, let's go, fam. This is how they make the fight difficult. He just summons enemies. Thankfully, so long as you can handle this, it's not so bad. I'm willing to bet I'm going to die at least once. I mean, in the fight as a whole, you know. Okay, one more. Yeah, I think it's like specific attack animations he's open for a counter with. I don't know. Yeah, I ain't trying to... hold on, though. Can I go up here? I cannot. Okay, well, nothing to do there, then. Yeah, and that was the level. Okay, I knew my fight was... I knew that the actual fight was a bit harder than that. It's in another level. There we go. Yeah, now you can see the timer's frozen. Because we've confronted Jafar. Now he's not going to do anything with the princess until we're dealt with. Oh, wrong button. Somehow, despite playing this game for the last 2 hours, I managed to think for a second, like, yeah, circles, that's the button I'm supposed to hit. Oh god, it's like the final boss of No More Heroes 2. Just pushes you out the window. You can block it, and that is what you have to do. Okay, let's do it. This time I'm a little bit better prepared. He also does that Space Ripper stingy eyes thing. Ow. Ooh, there's actually music playing. Fancy. I don't know how blocking with a sword prevents you from getting blown away by wind, but whatever. There we go. Now we should... nope. Okay, he is intending to fight us like a man. I guess you don't want to get too pushed too far back, or else you're not going to be able to do anything about that. Ow. He is real hard to beat in a straight duel, though. Ow. I'm actually slightly digging this tune, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm actually very impressed that it's not recycled from Sands of Time. As far as I remember, I definitely don't remember this song from... There we go. First try. We have defeated Jafar, and the princess is ours. Hey, alright. Thank you, loading screen tip. Look, I understand they're reusing Farah's model for the princess. I do not remember Farah being that well endowed. It's the Prince of Persia. Okay, yeah, so I'm only a prince now. Got it. Because I was just wondering that so much. So now I'm disappointed. They made that model for this game, but even after beating it, you don't unlock it as like an extra costume. So anyway, that was the original Prince of Persia. As a game in its original form, it's you definitely got to be in the mood to play an old game, but I think it's a pretty fun game and a cool start to one of my favorite franchises. This version of the game may not be the most authentic to the original. The presentation value is pretty lazy, and purists will, in fact, decry the extra movement options you're given. However, I think it's a more palatable game for people who aren't super familiar with the original and aren't willing to put in the time to learn the original's idiosyncrasies. And at the end, I consider it the best version of the original game. I like that they give you a replay cutscene. Like, yeah, there were so many cutscenes in this game that looked so good. So anyway, we got a little bit of time. There's still one more thing we can do with the original Prince of Persia. Give me a second here. Alright, I said this before, but no matter which version of Prince of Persia Sands of Time you're playing, there's a cheat code you can enter on the title screen that allows you to play a recreation of the original level. Technically in 3D, but it's not like Green Hill Zone in Sonic Adventure 2. It is still presented in a 2D camera angle. You just have 3D movement. Okay, here we go. I did have to look up the cheat code. And of course, I got to memorize this code. As soon as the remake comes out, I promise you, very first thing I'm doing is trying this cheat and seeing if it's still in there. If it is, and they went the extra mile to recreate this secret, then that is going to give me strong hopes for the quality of the rest of the game, that they put in that much care. Okay, so what you do is you start the game, you start a new game. But before you walk into the curtains to actually start the game, hold down the left stick and hit X square, triangle, circle, triangle, X, square, circle. There we go. And here we go. It's the original level, but not only do I have full 3D movement, but it's recreated in the Sands of Time engine. There's only one thing missing. They forgot to put in any enemies. So despite the fact that I go through here and they... Okay, I'm not quite there yet. Oh. And no, I cannot rewind time. God, it's weird. Aside from the fact seeing the same level in a different art style now. Even though it's still Sands of Time, it's definitely presented differently than Classic did. The camera angles are different. But frankly, the different controls is what's really screwing me up. Because I'm like, this isn't how it's supposed to control. Like, I was playing it, I was using the D-pad. I was hitting up to climb up ledges, not holding R1. So yeah, I can still wall run. I could have just run across that wall. In fact, I'm going to do it here. I can do that instead of trying to do any sort of a fancy jump. Camera angles are honestly even a little bit worse. So yeah, despite the fact that they still recreate the part where you grab a sword, and they literally do it just by putting the object from the original game where you pick up your first sword upgrade into the level. So despite the fact that they give you the sword, there's still no enemies to fight. So yeah, walk slowly across the spikes. That's how you get through them safely. Okay, and I guess this isn't the way I'm supposed to be going. I literally just finished this game and Once again, how did I survive that? And honestly, it somehow feels even more quiet like this. Yeah, now I'm rolling by hitting X instead of circle. This is all weird. As much as I love the original Prince of Persia, yeah, I do like the original Prince of Persia. As much as I love Sands of Time, it's not meant to be played like this. Yeah, see, there's supposed to be an enemy here, but yeah, it's not. And by completing the level, we get access to a nice little celebration room with all the original devs. It's nice that this still managed to make it into an HD remaster of the game. Plus a bunch of Prince of Persia team branded beer. I'm assuming these are boxes of, I don't even know, the penguin somethings. And that's it. And then you do have to just hit quit. But yeah, just to prove my point, about there being no enemies, I can literally start playing the level without picking up the sword, immediately go right. And hey, I did it. I beat the level. Speedrun hype. And here we go. Nothing else changes. You would think if they didn't want to put in an enemy here, which, they totally could have put one of the enemies from the very beginning of the game there. Though maybe they thought, like, you could just easily get past them, so there's not really much of a point. I still would have done it for authenticity. And there we go. And that's the first level of Prince of Persia again. We made pretty good time, I would say. Thank you very much for joining me. 0 dropped frames, which means that we will be continuing on in the living room next week. We're going to be starting something pretty big, and it's going to be something that I think has been long overdue on this channel. We've been sort of building up to this for over 3 years,